Hey guys, today we're going to be talking about NXT Takeover San Antonio. Now this is going to be on the night before the Royal Rumble, and I'll be talking about my predictions for that hopefully in another video. So we've got 5 matches for this card. I'm just going to be playing this game in the background. So we've got basically two single matches and then 3 championship matches. So the first match we're going to have is we've got Roderick Strong versus Andrea Cien Almas. So apparently they just had a backstage confrontation, so they just basically stuck these two guys in the match. This will be a pretty decent match, I believe. I know, like, I've watched Roderick Strong in Ring of Honor. He's a pretty great wrestler, so we'll have to see how he goes. And he's doing quite well in NXT also, so we'll have to see what happens. So I'm actually going to pick him to win this match. So there we go. Okay, next match we've got is Ty Dillinger versus Eric Young, who's the leader of Sanity, which I think is a pretty cool faction. I like Sanity. I like the music. It's pretty out there. And then you obviously got Ty Dillinger with his perfect 10 gimmick, 10-10. So I quite enjoy that. Depending on which direction they go, I've just got this feeling that Ty Dillinger might actually be in the Rumble, which I will talk about in another video. So if that's the case, then I could see Eric Young winning this match. If not, then Ty Dillinger could win. But in all honesty, I'm going to pick Eric Young to win this, just because I reckon he's going to have the guy Sanity with him. So I'm going for Eric Young. Okay, the next match is for the NXT Tag Team titles. So we've got Do It Yourself, Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano against the Authors of Pain with Paul Ellering. This is going to be a pretty good match. You're going to see Paul Ellering probably interfere a little bit. You're going to see Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano try and use their high flying skills to get them, and then Authors of Pain are going to use their brute strength. So in the end, I reckon DIY are going to regain the titles, but Authors of Pain could win. So we'll have to see what happens, but I'm going to go for DIY. Okay, the next match we've got is for the NXT Women's Championship match, which is going to be in a fatal 4-way match. We're going to get Asuka versus Billie Kay, Peyton Royce and Nikki Cross. Now, if you watch NXT this week, they had a confrontation with these 4 women, and it was pretty damn good if you ask me. You had the 2 Australian girls, Peyton Royce and Billie Kay, coming in. You know, just pretty much being, you know, full of themselves, saying how good they are and all this. And then Nikki Cross comes in, and they're just like scared of her because she's acting like a rabid dog. But, you know, she's pretty crazy, I'm not going to lie. So it's going to be good. And then you've got Asuka, and she came in after, and then they just had a big fight. In the end, Nikki Cross just jumped on these security guards with Asuka there too, and they were knocked out, and then the other 2 just ran off. So it was a pretty good thing for NXT. I reckon Asuka's going to win. I don't think she's going to get called up to the roster just yet, so I'm going to go for Asuka, but then my second choice would be Nikki Cross. So we'll have to see what happens, but that's going to be a pretty cool match. So our final match, I believe, for the card, which before I talk about that, the band that's singing their song is Ghost Square Hammer, which is a great song. If you're into heavy metal, or if you like King Diamond and old school stuff, this band is for you. This song is great. I love this song, so I was glad to see that this song was part of it. Anyway, the main event for this card is for the NXT Championship. We're going to see Shinsuke Nakamura against Bobby Roode. I could see these 2 guys having some pretty good entrances. So you got the King of Strong Style against Mr. Glorious, one of Mr. Glorious Man, because he's so glorious. So we'll have to see what happens. This is going to be a pretty hard hitting match. This is going to go everywhere, I reckon. Depending if Shinsuke's in the Rumble or not, I mean, I don't know. Either way, I think Shinsuke might retain, and then he might go up sooner or later in near WrestleMania season. So, okay, so that was my NXT Takeover San Antonio predictions. Like I said, I'll try and do the results video pretty close to this, so it's not too far apart. And we'll see you next time for my next video.